Hello, this is Jolkis, and today I'll show you how you can create your own country in Europa Universalis 4. This works also for most Paradox Interactive games, assuming they run the close switch engine. Obviously, all the different games have their own little quirks. Some have certain things you don't have to do, some have some things you have to do. So, first thing you do is find your Europa Universalis folder. This is a copy of the real Universalis folder. Um, so first, to create a new country, you will have to add the country to the common files, and that is done by finding the countries folder here. But before this, you go to country tags and open this text file. Here, you add your desired country. You add a tag for it, press tab, and basically copy what they say here. And just replace everything with your own country. This is something that has to be exact. You have to create this text file in the folder we were just in. You can also check with Ctrl F that the tag that you created does not exist from before. It does not, that is good. Now we save this, save, and then we go to countries, create a new, actually, we find an other country, copy it, preferably we use a country that is similar to our country we want to create. Now we just double check that that's the right tag, and it is. Now we can obviously change the text file if we so wish by searching for it and then looking at this. Well, maybe we want to change this color. Let's pick a color. This is you can use paint to, or actually paint.net, that is, to use the color palette on it to select a color for this. This is something that I use when I do this thing. So for example, we can test these colors here by copying the numbers from the thing there. So yeah, this is the really ugly brown thing. We might want to change that to something like this. So now we just, you can for example copy and paste these, or you just type them out from the selector. This is how I do it. There. Now we have changed the color. Historical idea groups. This changes how what ideas they'll take. Idea groups they'll take in what order, assuming a historical setup. There might be times when the AI, this is exactly for the AI, not for the player. This doesn't force the player to do anything. This gives a recommendation to the AI when it doesn't know what to do. This obviously changes the unit graphics, or the map graphics. Then historical units, this is the same as this. It just gives an order to the AI to choose what it'll choose. Otherwise, I'm not sure if it does choose the best units if you don't have this, but it doesn't matter for if you're playing the country itself yourself. These are historical names for leaders. You can type in any names you want here. For example, there. I'm not sure if you can. This is for actual military commanders. Anyway, this is just cosmetic, as well as most other things here. Ship names. This is for random ships, and obviously separated by things here, by spaces. And if you want a long name, you'll want these quotation marks. And on the monarch names, here you can weigh the name preference. This is for the first names. The last names come from the culture of the country, so that's something interesting there. And then negative numbers are obviously for female names. Can't really weigh them like you can here, because they use the negative number here. Well, that's all they have already put in here. In other games like Hearts of Fire and 3, well, actually no, never mind. There, we've done that. Then we might want to do something here. I don't think this is really important, but we can just for the sake of things, we can just do this here, that there's no bugs. This is really all you have to do. These obviously are there for making comments, aka everything in that line after that hashtag number thing is just a comment. It's not read by the code. Okay, so that's basically the country part. Now I think this is all you have to do. Let's shake. I'll remove this video if it doesn't work. And now we have created the country, but we have not added it to the map, so we'll have to do that by going to history, and from history we go to countries. And then we'll copy the country like we did last time. This is actually really easy to do when you can just remember everything from heart. When you go through these folders, you just this is not, I don't think this is as exact as the other folder where you do the txts. I'm not sure actually. I'm just talking bullshit here. Anyways, here is some random shit like the capital of the nation, accepted cultures, primary cultures, religions, technology group. This doesn't do anything really in the modern version of the game. It used to mean a lot, but not anymore. Government type and government rank. I assume if this is 3, it'll be an empire. We'll try that. And yeah, basically that's all for that now. There. Now, as I was going to say, we can go to provinces under history, and now we want to find the provinces we want to change. Basically, I want this province, so here we have the province, and we want to change the owner, the controller, the core, and maybe the culture. So let's change the owner. We can copy this to make it faster. You can always use a more intuitive text editor, such as the what's it called, Notepad++. That's always better than this, but this is fastest for now. Obviously, when you have larger tasks, it's better to use the Notepad. Though for simple things like adding one nation, this is good. There we've changed the controller and the owner and added a core. Let's also change the culture and the religion. Obviously, these days you can do this all in the nation editor, but that's DLC, so who cares? You have to remember all these words by heart. I remember this because it says cat and holic, as in alcoholic. It's quite a funny thingy. These didn't used to be like this. It doesn't matter anyways. We can change this if we want. There. Not really that important. I think city is if it's isn't a colony. Yeah. There. Save it. We want this too, maybe. There. There. Let's leave this be like this. Actually, we want Novgorod to have a core on this. There, save it. Actually, I want to change. Let's change the base text and put production here too. One thing to keep in mind in editing these text files is that the game itself doesn't read the last byte of the text file. So, for example, if we didn't have this comment here and the file stopped at this bracket wouldn't exist and the game might crash or something. Or the problems might just be bugged. So yeah, that's that for this. Let's click OK. Let's say we're done with the provinces for now. Actually, no. Let's do a trick with Notepad++. Okay. Let's do this. We need the folder structure. There. Then we need to replace in files. I want to find add core equals fin, and I want to replace it with the same, and there. Now I'll just click here and find all. It's searching through all of the provinces to look for Finnish court. You can have a drink while you watch this happen. A refreshing drink of a beverage. There, now it has found all the 4 files where Finland has a core. So here it found them. Savo, Viborg, Tavasland, Nyland. So now we open up this again and press replace in files. Yeah, well, fuck. I just wanted to check that it didn't find any wrong things. You can always click find all to just make sure you find the correct things. Replacing files just does it immediately. There. Now I think we have done it. Let's see. this state didn't have that text, so let's add it here too. I think paradox is a bit colonializing here, coloniative, because they didn't want to. They've removed the Finnish core from this province. It's kind of gay. Anyway, let's add it back. It's super gay. Even though some people don't like the town of Turku. But anyways, there. Let's actually change the culture too. There. Now we're happy. Let's save this too. There. Actually, I want one more province to change. The Swedish provinces should all be in the beginning because Paradox is Swedo-centric, and they've created Sweden first, and thus they have started by creating the Swedish provinces, after which come the Swedish colonies and so on. Some provinces have been created in, for example, I think in EU3, they were created in some of the later DLCs, which means they just didn't restructure the provinces, they just added them to the bottom. But this province was in the beginning. There, let's add some cores. There are a lot of other tricks that you can use when you create countries, such as when you go to the culture files, you can create an entirely new culture and make a country be the primary nation for the culture, which would make basically means it's the cultural union of the place. So now I want to do something funny, and I want to put Jutlandian Empire at war with Sweden. So let's do that. Let's copy a war if there is a war. Shit, there's no wars. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'll just copy something here. We'll remove everything here. I think war is the correct command. First is, I think, the person who started the war, the attacker. So let's say this. And second is the person who is defending. And start days is obviously important. Because if if the war doesn't exist, you're dead. Well, it's not really a war. There, we've done that. I think that's shit. Fuck. No, I was wrong. Okay, let's copy this and cut it. Let's check. Oh, so it's totally different. Okay, good. There, you go to wars, copy something. Here. Fuck no, no, I don't want to copy that, that's gay. Let's see. A random independence word, that's good. Let's take that. That looks great. I'll rename it Gerald. There. We'll remove these. Fuck, shit, no. Let's see. I don't care about this. All I want is this to be that. That looks good. I don't care about this. Yeah, that's the dates are good enough. There and this. There, now we've done that. Wargo, let's make that to be take claim 12, I think is a good province. Let's actually look through the provinces from the beginning and take a more logical province. For example, Viborg, Jersey, number Jersey. So there, that's good. It doesn't really matter what you type here. It doesn't change the thing. There, that's good. There. Now we can. Fuck, my television is good. Fuck shit, I turned off my television. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay. Now I actually want to change one more thing. I want to change this to be something else. Let's see what I want. I want that to be Neva, so it's 33. That's good enough. Actually, no, I want to change this to. That's good. They're safe. Now we're done. I think that should work. Now, B1 is an older version of EU4. And let's see. I might have to change my recording settings when the game launches. Here it doesn't matter if you select any mods, because what we've done is we've just changed the file structure of the so-called original base game. There. Let's see if the game actually starts in such a way that you can see what I see. Okay, I have to change. See if I have a preset here. Nope. Okay. I'll have to add one here. You're not missing anything at the moment. The game is just launching. As you can hear from the sounds. That's... fuck shit. Yeah, let's try this again. There. Let's launch the correct game. Because I launched it twice. Let's actually let it load before I fiddle around with anything else. Alright. You can also make a flag for your nation in the GFX folder, but that's just cosmetics, just as well as the localization are. Localization is also just cosmetics. It doesn't really matter. Okay, now the game is loaded. I'll click here in the single player, and when I'm done, I'll try to put it to show to you. Game capture. Fuck shit. Game capture. There. I think that should work. Well, fuck. There. Now it works. So, everything we did worked. The development of my country, Joel, is 4-2. It has the base national idea. I haven't changed that. We are an empire, as I expected us to be. We are Western. The Joel adjective government is empire rank. How interesting. We're Catholic. That's great. We're also at war with Sweden. This is the Koch War for independence. Yeah, that seems legit. Wow, this is really great. Look at me. Wow. And here Sweden, they're actually in a personal union with Denmark, but this war, I don't think they can call in Denmark into this war. Let's try to play this. Let's see if it crashes. Wow, loading screen after loading screen. Isn't modern gaming fun? At least you can eat something while you load the screens. Okay. Right away we can see the futility of our nation. Sweden is bordering with an army of 12 Swedish stormtroopers, I think. Let's see. Yep. They have plus 20 power on each infantry unit. We don't have any OP things here. We can recruit a leader, but he's only, wow, that's really gay. And we can also do this, but since we haven't made an OP king, just have a random spawn. He's also gay. Actually, no, I think that's that might be something. No, that's nothing. Okay. Yeah, this is just normal shit. We changed the province. It has the base tax we gave it. It has the base production we gave it. It has its base manpower we gave it. It has the core I wanted to give it. All these provinces have cores. My cores. Even Finland and Österbotten, which is great. Let's see, the culture change. Yeah, that's shit. I think I mistyped something here. This is what happens when you misspell. Let's see. Oh wow, there's no culture there. I don't know what happens if you play as no culture nations. I've seen games, multiplayer games, where that happens, but I don't know how it actually functions. But that's really interesting. I wonder how much it costs to change the culture. Yeah. Let's see. This might be mildly amusing to play. Let's just unpause and see what happens after we've sent out our merchants. Yes. There, let's unpause. Put it to 5 speed. Turn on this map mode. There. We're actually in grassland, so we have no hope of surviving. Oh no, the Swedish troops are going away. That's great for me. Let's try to recruit some more men to have a hope of surviving against the Swedish armada. As you probably can expect, all I need to do is just capture Viborg and I have pretty much all the things I need. Let's try to split our fleet. It would be nice to... Oh wow, we got a Vanamoinen. It would be nice to get their fleet to get blocked. Ah shit, their fleet is too strong for me. Let's just keep our fleets close by each other. Okay, so Sweden is gathering troops. That's really interesting. But I'm also gathering more troops, so I should get more powerful by the second. Though that might be really hard. This is really hard. Yeah, some random shit here. Okay, our armies are at the same strength. I'm standing behind a behind a forest river. Yes, really hard word. I don't know why this river is here. It's actually really weird. There's actually no major rivers here. So yes, look at this. Wow, we're at a war, and we're taking loans. Oh no. Let's actually see if we have conquer Narva. Let's see, Narva would be that. It could be really interesting, but for now we'll take this. Oh wow, we just captured it. Let's see, can we... do we have any chance of winning this if we do some fine maneuvering? Can we capture any more land than this one province? Probably not. Oh shit, our navy just got attacked. There's no hope of us winning now. Let's just make our navy retreat to the home port. So there, we just lost 6 of our ships. No, actually 12 of our ships. Or did we? No, we didn't. We might have. So yeah, this is not really good. We're losing. We're getting attrition while standing here. It'll probably be really hard to take something in this war. Oh shit. Us losing those ships was really bad. We lost a lot of worker, I think. And now Novgorod declared war on us. This is really good. Let's see if we can make it there before the Novgorodians do. We didn't, but we basically won the battle, so that's good. And now Livonia Northern is in war with us. Wow. Let's see who else is at war with us. Is Livonia too? I mean Lithuania. Yeah, this is really good. This is really interesting. Wow. Oh shit, we won. We won those battles. It's really interesting. What's happening here? Why do we have such low war score? Blockaded. Wow, that's really strong. Yeah, it is. Indeed. So yeah, basically this is a really bad situation. If I didn't have the base tax here in this province, I might be dead. Anyways, that's all for this. I don't want to enlang this really bad video anymore. But yeah, this is basically a basic tutorial on how to make your own country. There's more fancy things you can do with this shit still, but let's not go into details anymore. Goodbye.